Welcome to Raw Dogs, everyone. My name is Dylan Hoff, and I am your man of the hour today because we're playing my indie game for Indie Games Month. As you guys might know, I tend to choose something a little different each time. I try to give it a little bit of variation. And I'm excited to say that we are going through the game Pyre by Supergiant Games 2016. And I am here with my fellow co-hosts.
Stoy. Hey, I can't believe I missed this game because I played Transistor, I played Bastion, and then for some reason, I think Pyre came out in between those two, right?
Pyre came out after.
After? Yeah. It came out after Bastion.
2014 was Transistor, or 2013.
That was it, yeah.
And 2011 was Bastion.
Okay, right. Yeah.
And then after Pyre in 2020 was Hades.
Yeah, right. Which I can't believe I missed Pyre.
Never heard of Hades.
Never heard of it.
It's a little old game.
Little old game.
Old game.
That I based my life around for a while.
Yeah.
I'm Brad.
You based your whole personality around Zagreus? Actually, funny story. I
already own the vinyl, and it's on sale. I'm like, should I just buy it again?
One of the metal bands I listened to,
just keep buying it.
Periphery, made a song called Zagreus, and they admitted, like in interviews, that they're big Hades fans.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And you know what's amazing is how such a big fan of Hades, but I haven't gone back and played any of their other games. So I was very happy that you picked this. Dylan.
Yeah. Probably one of their most unique game in their entire catalog.
I would argue that's the case, and I would argue that's why they went back to isometric. This game was not as big of a hit as Bastion or Transistor, and I think it deserved a lot more love than it got. I think when you have a game like Bastion or Transistor, those are kind of RPG light, and it's all about shooting, running and gunning, essentially, and a little light puzzle solving here and there. But the story's told you by a guy with a gravelly voice or a talking sword.
But the guy that narrates in this game is so amazing. Like he's dialed in before every right.
Their voice acting is just stellar when they have it. I chose this because it exudes such character, and I like bringing games here that normally would not get any attention. Something a little wacky or different.
Kentucky Route Zero.
I brought that to the table. Changed Brad's life.
I think about it like all the time.
I do. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just that guy.
Just enlightening your world.
And what we're drinking looks like a mouthwash, but what is it, Dylan?
Now, if you listened to our Iron Meat episode, you'll know that I brought three big cans of hard Mountain Dew.
Because they only come in 24 ounces, because they know if you're doing the dew, you really want to do the dew.
You have to do the dew.
They know this is for alcoholics. That is when you see someone with a can this large, you know that they're drinking malt liquor, and
Clearly they know their audience. They know their audience,
and you know that it was cheap. Now I like to try things because I'm a bit of a flavor expert, a flavor knot as one. Ooh, I just termed that
flavor knot.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to call myself.
Did you give me the Mario Kart glass on purpose, by the way?
No, I grabbed 3 glasses.
Okay, it's just lacking Daisy on this glass. So
Daisy's not in the earlier ones.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Anyway, couldn't find a Sprite.
Flavor knot.
Yeah. And I drank these. I drink these once in a while. Because honestly, you drink too much of it, you get a bellyache. You guys are going to find that out later.
This smells better than the previous ones, the Baja Blast.
Yes, so we drank the regular Mountain Dew. Then we drank the Code Red, which Brad is not keen on.
I hate it.
But
I hate the regular, though, too.
I like that cheap cherry flavor. And this one is the Baja Blast, which arguably I think is the most popular Mountain Dew flavor.
Yeah.
Which I still can't get any flavor hints of what Baja Blast is. I know you gave me some ideas. And
it's like a Southern California shot to the mouth.
It's a pineapple mostly.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. It's pineapple mixed with like some guava and berry or something.
Okay.
I looked it up once.
All right.
Yeah. They've got really cool pictures on the side. Maybe we'll take a picture and post them
on the Discord.
I'm the shock.
I'm the shock. Yeah.
Wadwi is the eagle. Is that an eagle or a falcon?
It's an eagle, I believe.
It's an eagle, okay.
It's a bird of freedom.
Yeah, right.
Clearly.
When the stars align the rights shall come to bear. Illuminate the signs, the exiles shall be there.
Pyre, Supergiant Games, having released Transistor in 2014, began exploring ideas for their next project. A key idea emerged, creating a game centered around a larger cast of characters, a departure from their previous solitary-focused narratives. The designers for this game, Amir Rao and Greg Kasavin, who was also a writer for the game, programmers Gavin Sion and Andrew Wang, artist Gen Z, and composer Darren Korb were not worthy.
Honestly.
We really aren't. Yeah.
Darren, we are blessed.
The art direction is a joy.
Whatever.
So Gen Z, she nailed it.
Whatever god you worship, thank them for Darren Korb.
Oh my God.
The team started working on Pyre in July 2014. They experimented with concepts for a game where failure had meaningful consequences within the narrative. Very cool aspect of this game that you can fail and it's integrated into the story.
The game keeps going.
Love it. This leads to the development of a unique fantasy sports combat system, serving as a non-violent metaphor for the game's core conflicts. An overworld map is designed to connect these ritualistic battles, requiring players to manage resources and make strategic travel decisions. Is kind of the core idea of the game.
I always describe it to people as Oregon Trail meets like 3-on-3 basketball games.
NBA Jam. I think it's literally what the developers said. It's Oregon Trail meets NBA Jam.
With a Hades art design.
Yes.
Gorgeous character design.
Best part of the game for me were the characters. Big time.
Yeah.
You think
Really fleshed out characters too.
Yes, a lot of there's such a visual novel aspect to this, and I'm one of those people who I can sink my teeth into a visual novel. I have no problem with that.
Yeah,
I know for some people that's like a no-fly zone, but I don't mind reading. I don't like reading out loud, but I don't mind like sitting down and treating it like any other book.
It's for me, it's too much.
Really, you think so?
You know what? I like
this one. There's too much visual novel, and there's way too much time outside of gameplay.
That is true because the gameplay, the rights themselves are pretty short.
And I'll say the gameplay I didn't love in this game. I didn't like the loop, and a lot of it didn't work for me.
Wow.
Interesting.
I think the one thing about the visual novel aspect is I played a lot of visual novel games. I'm arguably a big Phoenix Wright fan, but I like how in Pyre every character had a voice.
Yes.
And it's obviously it's its own language or something like that, but like when every character talked, you knew it was that character, and even like they displayed like different emotions through the garbled language that they made for this game.
They're Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, basically, where it's like it's like gibberish, but you knew it was Hedwyn talking, or you knew it was Sir Gilman, my favorite character.
Sir Gilman.
Sir Gilman.
Sir Gilman. Yeah,
very cool. Yeah,
but you knew it was Sir Gilman talking because he was like,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Officially announced in April of 2016, a playable demo of the game is showcased at the Penny Arcade Expo shortly after the announcement, and the public testing provides valuable feedback.
Is the Penny Arcade Expo still around, or is that?
PAX is still around.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah,
they used to
just
call it
shortened-
Penny Arcade Expo, and then they changed it to PAX. God, I'm an idiot.
You lead a team of exiles known as the Nightwings across a mystical land called the Downside
name.
in search of freedom.
You are literally a character in this game
Who has the very controversial ability,
to read.
To read.
which is not something you know about. Like Americans, they don't read anymore, but reading is the real thing.
Yeah.
It is.
You
got to know.
You can look at words and you can understand what those words mean.
They do have meanings.
Yes, they
Most
do.
Americans, when they drive by McDonald's, if they didn't have those golden arches, they wouldn't know where the fuck they are or where they're going to get their hamburger.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the story.
Sorry, America, but it's true.
I love the story idea. I
Yeah.
love that you run into three different characters right away, and you're brought on as kind of the reader for them.
Yep.
It's a fun conceit, and essentially, like this world, you have to, if you win in the sports tournament, you can get out of prison.
Exactly.
And you can get back into the Commonwealth. That was the whole thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there are kind of like these sort of like demigods who are kind of in charge of what the Commonwealth is, and they love banishing people for various reasons, and they're kind of I love that this is kind of a story about like almost like a Prometheus story, like bringing fire from the gods and like how that affects the world. I don't know, socially. Mm-hmm. It's really hard for me to explain how I resonated with this, especially when this came out pretty close to Trump's first term.
Yeah.
And I think it came out just after. I remember having some pretty strong feelings about it.
Came out July 2017.
Okay. I thought it was 2016, but July 2017. I remember being kind of down in the dumps about everything that was going on, and I was like, oh, this is a story about oppression.
Mm-hmm. And making a ball in a hoop.
Well, I mean, it's not
ball in a fire.
It's a fire, dude.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
You know
it's
what I mean.
Pyre, yeah, that's it, though. That's where to get the name.
Okay, so I'd say if this had to be compared to a certain sport, field hockey?
I would say basketball.
Lacrosse?
I would say lacrosse, more so.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a stick with a net in it, but, you're kind of running around and you're passing the ball and you can jump and
there's talking dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I like that.
Which, important question. When Rookie came up to you guys and asked you...
Oh, this is a good one.
...to keep the mustache or not, what did you tell him?
Keep the mustache.
I said it looks great, dude. Keep it up.
Oh, dude, I told him to get rid of it.
Come on, man.
He took a chance on something that he knew might not be loved, and I want to encourage him to keep trying things.
Yeah, but I think he was like really down on himself about it. He's like, I've gotten a lot of negative comments about this mustache. What do you think?
It's weird not to have extra affection because he is a dog.
Yeah.
And to treat him like he's not a dog would have been tough for me, and all dogs are good boys in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. But I wanted that dog to be confident in his physical appearance. So yeah, he went and shaved his mustache right away. And I was like, there you go, that looks better.
Oh, man, I don't know. I liked that human element of him because he is still a sentient creature.
He's a cur, right? That's in the lore. That's what he is, yeah.
The Rights is the combat. The central gameplay involves competing in ritualistic 3-on-3 matches against rival teams. Between Rights, you manage your party, level up their skills and abilities, and equip them with talismans to enhance their performance.
Yes.
Which
I found that aspect. It's kind of a social simulator as well. Going through the rights and then getting experience points, figuring out which members of your team are the MVPs.
They all play differently.
They do. Yes. And you get basically one character of every race in the game. And then you kind of the hodgepodge of all of them, because normally you learn about the other races and their abilities on the playing field through playing them, and then later you get one of those characters. So it's kind of like a tutorial already baked in, because the first three you get are essentially a human.
Headwind.
You get the dog.
Rookie Greentail.
Rookie. Yep. And then you get the demon.
Jodario. And
she's scary.
Yes, I was ready for you to call her mommy. I don't know why.
I'm going to be a good boy today. I'm going to be a good boy today.
For Jodariel, she was the kind of person I'm like, I would put my foot down and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't want to go that direction. And kind of afraid to piss her off because she definitely has that energy, but...
She's also a really good player on your team.
Yes, she is. She is a tank. Solid tank.
Yes. Scores big points because different characters will score different amounts of points when they complete
She's slow,
combat.
but she's... Yeah.
And she's got that radial, like, stomp into the ground that pushes enemies back.
Mm-hmm.
I cheesed the shit out of that.
Yeah. She was definitely key.
Yes, between rights, you engage in conversations with your team members, discover the world's lore through a book of rights, and make choices that impact the story and the fate of your characters. Unlike many games, losing a right won't be game over. Instead, the story will continue. Your choices and losses will have consequences that shape the narrative.
Did you guys lose a game ever, though?
No.
I did, okay.
No.
I never did.
I played on normal.
Same.
And I kind of regret my second time playing through not playing on hard, because I want to feel, because I know all like the good endings for these characters now essentially, and seeing the opposite go down, it really affects me in games. I like to kind of go through where everyone's happy at the end.
Yeah.
It's one of those unfortunate things, but if if I just want to let loose once in a while, and I want to see what, like maybe the dog gets killed or something. I don't know.
No.
What my issue is not like any of the world design. It's not the story. It's not the music. It's none of that. To me, just like the core gameplay was a little too shallow, and there wasn't enough depth for it. To me, this has like big mini game energy.
Sure.
And even like later on, it didn't offer enough different like challenges or like a diverse enough gameplay.
Sure.
And it's just the core thing, and it's just became a little repetitive for me. I kind of just wound up doing a lot of the same things.
And I think that's a little different than what these developers have been doing for pretty much all of their life. They've always been focused on gameplay ever since Bastion.
Yeah.
And then now to do something completely, not completely different, but at least, different than what they've been doing and focusing more on story and lore than, I guess simple gameplay. You're right.
And maybe it comes down to taste in that realm, because I found all of the engagements very exciting because I felt like there were stakes involved. And, you can go to like a previous save if you lose, but it's one of those things too where you're just like, all right, well, this matters. I care about these characters. I guess I was more emotionally engaged in the action of the Book of Rites.
Yeah.
And I love that you're playing in the book, essentially, which I think is really cool. Like it transports you to like a magic realm.
Like the Mad Hatter in Arkham City.
Which we love so much.
#1 character.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like Catwoman. Meow.
I like Mr. Pig, Professor Pig.
Yeah, Professor Pig is pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I found it to be very engaging. I thought that only controlling one character at a time was a very interesting strategic way of like placing your units so that other characters couldn't pass, creating obstacles for them, and actually like understanding that them getting to your side of the field isn't necessarily a disadvantage. It's that you can easily set up a lot of like runarounds and shots and stuff. Maybe I was thinking more about it. I didn't cheese all the time. There were some battles or rights where I was like, I need to just get this done as quickly as possible. But,
Yeah, which you can.
Yeah.
The goal is to extinguish the opposing team's pyre, their ceremonial flame, by launching a glowing orb into it. So you take the football and you put it in the goal.
Or you slam dunk the fuck out of it.
You slam dunk the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
And
Which I did all the time. I would always forget. Like, I suppose I could just throw it in the pyre, but like, I'm dunking this thing.
only one character moves at a time on your side, and you can swap between them passing the ball.
Yeah.
If you enter like an enemy's zone, they'll kill you.
Yes.
And then the more times that character passes, the longer the respawn time. So you don't want to die too much, because eventually, if
You don't want to sacrifice all your team like right at the same time.
yeah, because then they'll have an open goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. A character holding the orb is vulnerable to being banished if touched by an enemy's aura. Each character will have unique skills and passives such as dashes, long-range projectiles, and movement speed variations that'll add strategic depth. Rushing into the pyre with the orb deals more damage that banishes the scoring character for the next round. Throwing the orb causes less damage but doesn't banish the character. And you can pass between teammates.
Yeah. And it's choosing what to do, how and when. You know, there's this thing with like sports games where I'm always kind of bored with them pretty fucking immediately, especially if it's, you know, like the FIFAs or I abhor Madden. I just don't like football as a sport.
You learn everything right away.
Yeah.
You know, there's really not much else you can learn, especially like, doesn't matter what team you play as, doesn't matter what players you play as. You learn pretty much everything you need to know in the sports game right away, versus this is a little different where it's like every character you get, you know, in the story, you're learning something new.
If more sports games had characters that could individually like have skill trees, like Blitzball, not a great mini game.
No.
But the fact that you can learn different shots and the characters have like their own build that advances. If I was playing Madden and a character could learn like a special tackle or something or different things, it'd be a little more exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that the characters have their own skill trees. It's also, you get so many characters, you only bring 3 in. It then is a bummer that some characters quickly outpace others.
I wish that there was you do get some like side content stuff to train characters in the downtime. And that's kind of what I appreciate too. There's a bit of a persona kind of thing going on with that, where you got to build up your relationships with these people in various ways. Maybe you find a character more interesting and you like their play style, and then they become your favorite.
And it is good because there's some times where it's like you have your main three that you use all the time, and it's like, well, I still want to level these other characters up, because there are points where some of your team will opt out of certain rights.
Yeah.
Where they're like, I'm out of this one.
They just don't want to.
They just don't want to.
Someone of their own race.
Yeah. Or they're seasick.
I love that every one of them. It's like a managing simulator as well, which is something I enjoy. And you have to take into consideration their feelings. You have to be a good leader. I like stuff where you put me in charge of things like that, because they need me, because I'm the reader, but they might not like me all that much personally. And eventually they do, but at first they might seem a little cold or distant. You want them to like you, but sometimes... Yeah.
If I'm a manager and Jadariel's being racist towards a certain race, I'm like, you're not playing today.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. Mm-hmm. Don't be racist.
Yeah. I mean, and while the text can dribble on, especially, get it? Sports pun.
You dribble in sports.
What? You can dribble in sports.
You can dribble in sports. That was the joke.
Brad only knows how to dribble out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes to burp and dribble. I was going to say
the
something
English
even
language
grosser.
is so weird, because it's like you have one word that means multiple different things. Why is English so weird? Anyway, sorry.
The rites are an ancient competition created by the 8 scribes, a group of benevolent gods. These ceremonial matches involve 2 teams of 3 known as triumvirates, competing to extinguish their opponent's pyre by placing a celestial orb into it. The rites are conducted at celestial landmarks when the stars align. And the 8 scribes, they are benevolent deities that gave up their own freedom to create this path for others. You can acquire powerful items connected to the scribes, like a bracer or a scale. I like the world building that happens. I like the way that it's optional. I like visiting my little trailer.
Mm-hmm. Going in and reading.
Discovering little secrets,
some of the lore that
bits
you
and
pick
baubles.
up, yep.
Check in with my characters.
Yeah.
I have to praise the art direction and how seamless the 3D model of that caravan looks against this really gorgeous surrealist background.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
The color choices, everything seems unreal but real at the same time. Mm-hmm. And you feel your caravan moving through it, but it's kind of acting like a bit of a diorama, kind of almost like a picture book in and of itself, because you've got planes that are literal layers right behind each other. And then the 3D model moves between those layers like you're practicing Photoshop for the first time or something. And it's just their color usage, how it seamlessly integrates back into the story. Like, you believe that these characters exist in this world, especially since they're the ones that are hand-drawn. Mwah, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I love, so you'll complete a rite, and then you have to get to the next spot, and then you'll have Ruki be like, yo, I know that there might be something cool down here. And Jadario will be like, we should go up there because I know it's a better path for various reasons. And then you have to choose, who do you want to slightly alienate, or...
They get over it.
They get over it quick, but...
but do they?
But Ruki is my boy.
Yeah.
And Jadario...
He's like, really, I think I can find something here.
He's often wrong.
Yeah, I've learned
He says,
that.
I've heard that there's a thing over here. I'm like, I'm not trusting you this
Well, either
time.
way, there is going to be something, but you kind of have to choose which reward you kind of want.
In that particular instance, there was nothing, and I was pissed. And then Jadario was like, you lose one hope. I'm like, God damn it.
Our band of exiles is known as the Nightwings.
Mm-hmm. Sick name.
Yep, they travel in a custom black wagon and compete against other triumvirates. And there is a plan underway to bring about a revolution in the Commonwealth, with the Nightwings playing a key role. And if you liberate more Nightwings, you strengthen the chances of a bloodless change.
Yep.
Now, a lot of characters.
Correct.
We mentioned that we are the reader. Mm-hmm. Hedwyn will be kind of like the main character, I would say, outside of us.
Yeah, he is like the de facto leader, I guess, of the Nightwings, right?
He is. They're kind of like a group, but Hedwyn is the stereotypical, look, I'm a white male.
Yeah, I'm a natural leader.
My personality is not abrasive. I'm kind of handsome if you're into that.
He's pretty sensible.
Very safe.
Yeah.
Yes. And you do well in this game to take his advice most of the time because he is kind of the more calm, collected. He's straightforward, but he's very charming.
He is the Mario, where the gameplay will be the most consistent and average. Not too fast, not too slow.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, there was that one scene where it's like, there was like 3 branching paths, and it's like you could go for items here, or you could go for like extra things there, or like Hedwyn's like, you know what, we should go through as quick as possible to make sure we don't lose as much hope. So let's take this path. It's like, okay, Hedwyn, we'll do it your way.
You know what I think? It just kind of came to me. I like road trip video games.
Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy 15?
A little bit, except that's just an open world. You're not really doing a road trip. They kind of give it to you like a road trip, but
Final Fantasy 10 is kind of a road trip game.
yeah, I like
I
Final
guess,
Fantasy 10.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but it's also like, yeah, we have a destination and we have to hit it in this kind of order.
Would you call Kentucky Route Zero a
Yeah,
road
actually,
trip
I
game?
would.
Yeah.
Even though you're kind of going nowhere, and that's the point, baby.
Yeah.
Have you played it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Final.
That's why it's like, I mean, it's kind of like a delivery game, but then again, I don't know. It's tough to describe.
I would describe that as a visual novel.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But it's also a video game because of its form and context.
Yeah.
It's oh my god! This is not a Kentucky Route Zero
Anyway,
episode.
moving on. Sorry, I did that.
No,
that's
it's
my
okay.
fault. I brought up Kentucky Route Zero.
No, you're fine.
We have Jadariel, an imposing demon, slow-moving, large aura, and she can push opponents back with force when jumping. Despite her tough exterior, she can be shown to have a softer side, especially towards the moon-touched vagabond girl. Yeah, she's hard exterior. We know who she is.
But a softie on the inside.
And she has some cool-ass horns.
Yes.
She does. Big-ass horns. I love the masks that they all wear for the rites.
Yeah.
And they're all like different shapes, and it feels like it's just building more into their personalities as characters. I don't know. Playing this back then, and I know that like art direction has evolved in such a small amount of time from then, because it's almost been 10 years now.
Yeah, wow, yeah. 8 years, yeah.
This just blew my fucking mind. I'm like, games should get more clever. Are they afraid of alienating anyone? And odds are maybe it did. Or maybe this type of game is just such a hard sell to people.
I can see why it would be a hard sell. I mean, it was definitely, like I said, different than what Supergiant Games did in the past. But
I think calling it a sports game is the biggest detractor. That people to like get them to come play it.
Yeah, when you describe the gameplay and you're like, it's kind of like basketball, and it like immediately tunes people out. But
I turn the volume knob.
Once
down
you see Jadariel's biceps, maybe it'll change your mind.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Yeah. You guys are waiting the whole time.
And she's got beautiful hair and kind of nice face.
Those piercing eyes. Oh man. I submit.
How are the thighs though?
I couldn't see the thighs. I couldn't see the thighs. That's why this game is a 7 out of 10 for me.
They're not creamy.
They're not creamy.
Yeah.
No.
We have Rookie Greentail, the smallest and most outspoken of the 3 initial wanderers, fast and agile, small aura, but can quickly navigate the arena. Can also be initially unavailable in certain rites due to past dealings.
Yep.
Vagabond Girl, also known as Moon Touched, a cheerful savage.
What did you name her?
Anything that rhymes with gray. I forget what I chose.
All right. Yeah, all of them rhymed.
I forget what I named her.
I think I named her Faye.
That might have been what I chose.
I think I named her Faye. Yeah.
Similar to Hedwyn in her balanced abilities, but requires leveling up to remove the charge time on her aura boost and sprinting. Mm-hmm. Tizo, an unusually intelligent drive imp found in the downhills.
I love him too.
Can I say, like, the one great thing about this game is that you can actually, and I wish more games did this, is that when you're reading through the text and everything, and they
give you context.
Yes, they give you context.
A codex.
I wish more games did that, and they continuously did. Like, especially for Tizo, like you can actually like hover over what he says,
So you can see what his feelings
Yeah,
are.
you can get his emotions out of it. I just wish more games did that.
Tizo's very cool.
Yeah,
He's got he's a little bat guy.
yeah.
I love that
Flies
Ruki,
over half the map for crying out loud.
Ruki has like this intense like Pope hat size mask, and I just love how it looks on his little. It makes him look like a dinosaur.
He's just like a scrappy looking dog too.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a scruffy kind of terrier mix.
love him.
Yeah, he's cool. He's
Yeah.
cool as shit.
I mean, the design alone, I'm like, immediately that is my favorite character, Ruki.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, dogs. That's the one way to get people into any fucking video.
Pretty
game.
much, yeah. You could play as a dog. I'm in.
Oh yeah.
A dog with a mustache. I'm in.
And then there's
Unless you're me.
Your favorite character, Stoy, Sir Gilman.
Oh yeah.
Proud and honorable worm knight who joins your party after you initially fight against him. He places high value on honor and excels at rapid movements in the rites.
Yeah. And what was the group that he's in? The Pyre Knights or something like that, right? Where he's like, they have no honor anymore, and I want to join your band because you have honor.
I want to have honor.
Yes.
Yeah, because they were trying to be kind of piratey.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you had to fight them because they tried to. Yeah.
We have Pamatha Thane, an aloof harp, was formerly part of the High Wing Remnants. She can fly at high speeds and drive it forward to attack opponents. Cool.
That's where you learn the parry mechanic.
I like her.
Yeah.
We have Bertrude, a reclusive crone skilled in alchemy and sorcery. She provides upgrades to the Black Wagon and his powerful Aura Blast abilities. I don't even remember a lot of these characters.
Some of them are optional. right?
Bertrude, I know you meet, and then all of a sudden, like she's like, "I'm not joining your party," and then she just ends up joining your party.
We have Volfred Sandalwood, a gentleman who leads the Nightwings and orchestrates a plan involving the exiles' liberation to initiate a revolt in the Commonwealth. Strong and defensive character in the rights,
I'm putting together a team.
with an ability to produce stationary saplings if banished. And then there's Tariq the Lone Minstrel, a non-playable character who significantly influences the main story. He carries the white loot and serves as a guide for the Nightwings.
He really
leading them.
fucking does.
He really does. Yeah.
Yeah, also provides the Beyonder Crystal, a key item in your quest.
He's like, we got to get through this. We got to get through this swamp. And he's like, hang on a second. Comes back. All right, we can get through the swamp. What? How'd you do that? Don't
worry about it.
worry
I'm not
about
an
it.
important
Exactly.
character.
I'm just here. I'm just going to go into the shed right now.
You can tell pretty early on though, like what's up with him, and
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
for
all
sure.
right, you're kind of a guy working above.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when it comes to like the music too, so much of it is what do they call it? Diegetic or
It's in-game.
It's in-game music that you're.
Yeah. We
hearing.
talked about that before where it's like games that are in the game or music that is in the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Not
love
just a
I love
soundtrack.
I love the Ballad of the Nightwings or whatever it's called, where there's a lot of like singing. Mm-hmm. The lyrics are actually very good because Bastion was known to have the song "Build a Wall," and then Transistor had something. Move to the Country or something like that. I forgot what it's called. But they get like fantastic. They usually let voice actors sing those too, not necessarily musicians.
Yeah.
And so it has
that's
kind
cool,
of like a more homey kind of like there's a beauty to it.
It's like when Aragorn sings in Lord of the Rings, and he doesn't have a great singing voice, but it's Aragorn. So
Yeah.
there's meaning to it.
Is there some deleted scenes with him doing that?
No, he sings quietly in the first movie, and the Frodo's like, "Who is that woman you sing of?" And Aragorn does not have a good singing voice, but he can't help the Ballad of Luthien.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
this game is, I mean, it's kind of like Hades in the fact that you beat the game, and then the game is just getting started a little bit too.
Yeah.
This is where I finished because after the game, after I liberated one character, and they're like, now the world is yours, and you go back and you play against all the same teams again, and the story keeps evolving. But at this point, I was like, I don't want to keep spending more time with the combat.
Oh well. Yeah.
I'm same with you on this. I ended there too.
I completed it.
You liberated every character.
Most of them.
Okay.
I tried. I didn't look up a guide, but there is a point where shit turns around and then it completes.
Yes. So, who did you choose to liberate the first time?
Hedwyn.
Same here.
because he's
I'm going to let you guys guess who I liberated.
Your girl.
Anyway. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I chose him. I chose him because he's a dependable leader. And if you're going to send someone to the surface to help build a revolution and a resistance, you need someone calm, charming, positively focused, a little bit level-headed, and he honestly wasn't serving a great part of my team because I got used to my little bat boy and my chunky lady and my little moonstruck girl.
Yeah.
And
She's so cute.
She's great.
Yeah.
And she's really, like, her writing is actually pretty dang funny, which surprised me, too, about this game. The writing is just so, it hits all the notes because they know that those words really have to carry what entertainment value you're getting out of it.
Yeah.
But I think I went through the rights 3 or 4 times, and then I think I just chose the right people, and then you get kind of like a afterlog. You don't see...
The right people.
Oh, my
RITE?
God.
Wow, this is a pun-heavy episode.
Hey, Brad. Swish.
Very
Like
fun.
a sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Oh, he's a player.
See, now, like, when I'm out in public, I'll throw things. I'll say, Jadario,
Headwood.
and no one gets it.
Yeah.
No.
No.
After you liberate one character, the story just keeps continuing, and you'll keep running into the characters from before. The story keeps evolving. You can win, you can lose, and eventually, I mean, the goal is to kind of get everyone liberated. Oralek, a significant opponent, plays a pivotal role in the final liberation rite. His fate is determined by whether the Nightwings win, the reader's actions during the final rite, and whether he is ultimately freed or not. The choices about who is liberated and their individual stories shape the nature of the revolution in the Commonwealth. This can result in a peaceful revolution or a more violent one, depending on who you sent up there.
I got peaceful.
You didn't send Jadariel?
No, she stayed on the team.
To me, it was just like Tizo. Just send Tizo up there. Look, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the wild card.
And the reader can also potentially be liberated or remain in the downside, adding another layer to the ending's variations.
I don't know if I liberated myself. I can't remember.
Yeah, and it's cool. I mean, I like that you get access to the world, and it turns into like a world map. You actually get to choose where you go at the end. To me, just the gameplay loop didn't keep me engaged enough.
I think this is a game that might benefit by being played on hard. Because while I still enjoyed it, I wasn't like locked in focused. I kind of knew what I was doing, and I understood everyone's individual abilities and how to use them very well. But I would have liked the AI, enemy AI especially, to be a little more robust.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were all kind of moving in the same patterns after a while. And I wonder if I bump up the difficulty, if that's actually going to change their intelligence. Or, I don't know. I might actually try that. I might play it again, because I only got halfway through before I got distracted.
I think what was hard for me was, the helplessness when, you got the orb and you're moving around the map, and then you find like one of your characters is about ready to get blasted. And it's like, there's nothing I could do there. So then it's like, you're sacrificing pieces on the board, so to speak, just to kind of score points, I guess, which, requires a lot of management on your part of like, okay, I'll sacrifice that just to knock 20 points off the Pyre. But, that could hurt you in the end, because then if all of a sudden, after you score, you lose that character for a time.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden now you're 2 characters down. And
I actually did a lot of shots into the goal.
Okay, yeah, which I always forgot that I could do that.
Yeah, they don't really like.
And some characters can't shoot, right? No. Like I think Tizo can't shoot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He has to carry it.
Yeah,
but he can fly over other people's auras.
Yeah, he can fly pretty good distance.
To me, I'd almost rather have this game as a graphic novel or like a really nice animated show. I dig
Honestly,
the
this
world
would
and the
add-
characters.
This would be a really good show, actually.
This would be a really entertaining show.
And I
Yeah.
think that the combat or like the rights would be a little more exciting visually done that way. Yeah. What it just boils down to is the simple act of moving the character and scoring the goals. It wasn't bad, but it felt like I got it really quick, and then the variations upon it didn't cook for me as much as I would have liked, especially after something like Hades, which is so different every time I touch it.
Right.
Yeah. And
There's a lot of Hades in this, or there's a lot of this in Hades. And when you really like break down like the gameplay loop is probably where they failed a little bit. But I think they were always going to build up to a roguelike.
yeah.
And the story like changing based on how you end each run is kind of like that's brilliant in and of itself, because you're asking a lot of a player to keep going back to something. And I think that a gameplay loop of like an arcade action game like Hades is, like a twin stick essentially, is a little bit more easy for people to grasp. If there were a few elements in this maybe that boosted how engaged you might be in these rituals, I think it might have been a little more successful. But in my mind, everything else around it as a package was just so compelling to me that it lifts it. It's like rising tides raises all ships. It's if the ship is just kind of a shitty little, like not a shitty dinghy, but nothing you're proud of, at least it's still floating, you know?
Yeah.
I keep coming up with these metaphors. I've got no fucking baby in bathwater. When did I say that?
You said throw the baby out with the bathwater or
Yeah,
something.
when we're talking
last
on
week,
Expedition 33. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, I'm using these now. I'm getting old.
Pyre was released on July 25th, 2017 for Windows, Linux, and PS4.
That was a hot year.
The Mac OS version followed shortly after on August 3rd of that year. The game's original soundtrack by Darren Korb was also made available at launch. We're Not Worthy.
Yes.
Nope.
Pyre was well received for its innovative gameplay, narrative, and world building, and it was nominated for and wins several awards, including Best Indie in Game Informer's 2017 RPG of the Year awards.
That's something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have much else to say about Pyre. I'm ready to rank it unless you guys have something else you want to mention.
I would like to say that even if you might be discouraged by what we're describing, I think experiencing this game is worth it. I think games like this just don't get off the ground anymore. And I think Supergiant Games is just a fantastic developer.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you guys to play Hades 2 because
It's so weird
Is
having
it
a
still
game
in-
that's out for like a year for
It's still
some
in-
people,
yeah.
but like the game's technically not out yet.
I've beaten the game. I did a first run through.
Oh, wow.
And it's
It's very odd to me how it's not out and simultaneously been out for a year.
I know, that is wild, because I'm like, is it still in beta?
the core aspects of the games are they're made.
Right, yeah.
They're out.
It's also interesting that they made 4 different games and then Hades hit hard and they're like, sequel.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Not that I'm upset about it, but it's interesting when that happens.
Yeah.
And this, like, obviously no spoilers. This, like, even like the story, just you immediately are locked in. You're like, this makes sense why this is happening. So I don't know. I'll follow them as long as they exist. I'll get anything they get. Like, just from a pure artistic standpoint, these are people I want to see more from.
And like I said, I wasn't like Hades level into this game.
No.
Definitely pick it up. Definitely play it through the first ending
God.
because it's worth your time and it's very enjoyable.
Bump the sound.
Bump it.
Yeah, really. I think this is the type of game that if you're, there's certain games out there that come out that I'm just like so invested in the lore and so invested in kind of what's happening in the world around these characters. I want to say one of the last games I played that I was like so invested in the lore itself was Control. Like I was like, picking up every little bit, every little journal entry, every little audio file just to kind of know what was going on in the world. I liked Pyre for that, but I know that's not enough to keep a lot of people invested. The gameplay was fine, but Brad, like you said, it's just a short term. Like once you get it, you're like, okay, this is fine.
It's just weird that this game is 10 out of 10 across the board, except for the gameplay to me.
It's, you have to really admire big swings.
Yeah.
And it's not
And
as
this
if
was
it
a big
didn't,
swing for them.
it's not as if it didn't hit. It did. I mean, it still sold pretty well. It funded Hades. So,
Yeah.
you know, they made enough money off of this to keep going. And I think that even despite like the foibles and a few of the mess ups, it's one of those memorable gaming experiences, which sometimes I feel like I'm not getting those anymore. Things are starting to feel a little drab or samey.
How dare you? This year we got Expedition 33,
know. I
Death
was
gonna say,
Stranding 2, and Donkey
we
Kong
just talk
Bonanza.
about
I think this year is an exception. This might be my favorite year in video games, but it's, you know,
And Hades
And the
2,
year's not even over yet.
Potentially Hades 2 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hollow Knight 2
Yep.
this year.
Hollow Knight, shut up.
It's coming out this year.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No, it's not. I don't even
It
believe
is.
it's real.
It's coming
not
out.
real.
It's coming out.
Hollow
this
Knight
year.
Silk Song's not even
it's
real.
coming out, and
You
I'm
guys are
coming
deluded.
for it.
You guys are deluded.
It's coming out, and I'm coming for it.
Let's
Stoy.
Okay, all right, fine.
let's
Listen,
rank,
I'll be the first one to eat my own words when it comes out this year.
let's rank
let's make a bet.
Pyre. Okay.
No, I don't want to bet
Oh, okay.
because you know you're wrong.
because I know I'm wrong. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'll believe it when I see it.
I called your bluff.
But
Okay.
that's a win-win because if you're wrong, you still get Hollow Knight 2.
Exactly. So it's a technically, yeah,
honestly,
you're
it's
right.
not
A
so
win-win.
bad. You can
Hedging-
buy me Hollow Knight too if
hedging your
it
bets.
comes out this year.
What do you think Hollow Knight 2 is going to cost on release?
Oh, probably 25.
I'm gonna guess 30.
Those wonderful fuckers.
Yeah.
We're going to rank Pyre.
Okay.
For those that might not know, every game we discuss, we rank.
This is gonna be an interesting ranking.
And it's
This
a
will be
this or
weird.
that, and it moves up the list or down the list.
Okay.
We currently have 74 games, which puts us in the middle at Legend of Zelda. Wait, no. Is that not? No, that's not right. 35, 37. Okay. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Resident Evil 2 Remake
You know my vote.
or Pyre.
You know
Resident
my
Evil
vote.
2
Resident
remake.
Evil 2 remake.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yep. We'll go down to another indie game.
Oh, wow.
Animal Well or Pyre.
I like Pyre a little
I like
better.
Pyre. Yeah, I tried Animal Well. That was not
I
for
was
me.
not
I would
into
say
it.
Animal
Not
Well.
for me.
Indica or Pyre.
Ooh, Indica's great, though.
I'd go
I'm gonna
Indica.
abstain. I had never played Indica.
Oh, shit.
We can choose a different one. A Plague Tale Requiem or Pyre.
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 It's over for you, Stoy.
Plague Tale. That's fun. Yeah, I gotta vote with my heart, I guess.
Dredge or Pyre. Dredge.
Pyre.
And that puts Pyre at number 48.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. And if you enjoyed this episode, thank you for listening. If you wanted to support our podcast in any way, you could go to patreon.com/hairthedogcast to get access to a bunch of bonus podcasts for Raw Dogs, Popcorn Dogs, Elden Dogs, and of course our bonus podcast series Doggies After Dark, as well as side quests.
Stay tuned for a Showercast.
Showercast.
Where Dylan talks about the best shower drinks, number 35.
And he does it live in the shower.
It's pretty warm in here.
Oh, fuck. I forgot the Grand Marnier.
I'll be eating a nice Gruyere cheese. So go to patreon.com/hairthedogcast to get access to a lot of bonus episodes. Special thanks to Patreon executive producers Brian Ward, Ryan Christianick, Kip Kipper, Phil Wright, Jordan Hoff, Kelly Gutowski, Kelly Kapowski, Bryant Ross, Phil Just Red Bear Phil, thanks Tyler, Justin Melly, Just Sonic, Horny Jim, Spetsnaz, and Ejot. Thank you so much for your support. And I am very, very excited to say that the next Raw Dogs is Death Stranding 2.
Wow. When is that going to be? Is that going to be soon?
It doesn't matter. You're not going to be there.
Yeah,
Stoy.
yeah, I know. That's why I was like,
Stoy, you don't get Death Stranding.
no, I
games.
don't. Yeah.
unless we talk at him about it, which
would
would be
be-
entertaining.
Well, that'd be like me making you do Kingdom Hearts again, which was
boy, I
actually
would.
very entertaining.
I would do it.
Well, there will be another one eventually. But
God.
no, Death
Eventually,
Stranding.
I mean,
Death Stranding is Dylan and I one of our favorite games, and Death Stranding 2 is delivering.
yeah.
Ew.
There's a pun.
Hey, dude, swish.
Yeah,
Man, this is a pun-heavy episode.
you got to stick to your puns. You know.
Yep. Stick to your guns. I get it. It's another pun.
I threw up in my heart. Yeah. So yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, take some time for yourself. Love yourself.
Play some good indie games. There's some really good ones out there.
and if somebody asks if they have a nice mustache, you can just say yes.
No.
I tell Tyler he's got a nice beard.
Yeah, but like, maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time for a change.
Guys, Tyler's asleep in the next room over. For those listening, Tyler actually just sleeps in the next room over, but he's so hungover and tired he can't be here.
Poor Tyler.
Are you guys talking about me?
Tyler, go back to bed. Oh, get back in the room.